What if I told you a young boy in Africa built a car from scrap metal with his own hands? No fancy tools, no expensive parts, just sheer determination. Sounds like something out of a movie, right? But this isn't fiction. This is the unbelievable true story of a boy many now call the Elon Musk of Africa, Kelvin Odarte. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll see why his story matters to you. Kelvin wasn't born into privilege. In a small town in Ghana, life was simple, but dreams, they were as big as the sky. While other kids played football, Kelvin was fascinated by machines. He'd stare at cars passing by, not just admiring them, but wondering, how do they work? Now, while most kids his age were worrying about which Marvel superhero was the strongest, Kelvin was reverse engineering how engines functioned. Talk about childhood priorities. By the time he was 10, Kelvin had built his first moving device. Not a toy car, an actual, functioning miniature vehicle. It didn't run on a Tesla battery, but it ran on something more powerful, pure passion. His teachers dismissed it as a phase. His neighbors laughed. But Kelvin? He didn't stop. He had an obsession, and obsessions can change destinies. Then one fateful day, everything changed. Kelvin, now a teenager, unveiled his biggest invention yet, a fully functional car, entirely built from scrap metal. And then, he drove it, right through the streets of his town. And just like that, jaws dropped. Phones came out. The internet exploded. But what happened next, no one saw coming. Kelvin's video went viral. Thousands of people were sharing it. It reached the eyes of engineers, businessmen, even government officials. And then, a phone call came, an offer he never expected. A prestigious engineering institute offered him a full scholarship, a ticket to a brighter future. But there was a catch. Leaving meant stepping away from everything he knew. His home, his family, his humble beginnings. Could he really leave it all behind? Kelvin took the leap, and today, he's not just a boy who built a car from scraps. He's an innovator, a future leader, an inspiration. They call him the Elon Musk of Africa. But in truth, he's more than that. He's proof that no matter where you come from, if you refuse to give up, you can build your own road to success. So ask yourself, what's stopping you from building your dream? If a boy with nothing but scrap metal could build a car, what could you create if you never gave up? And before you go, there's something every parent needs to hear. Another story, just as powerful, maybe even more shocking. Click the video on the screen now. Trust me, this is one story you don't want to miss.